Today we'll be doing a Zentangle using a black Uniball pen. Very simple, so that gives us a nice blank canvas, no pun intended, for some fun shapes. Starting with this big multi-loop squiggle at the top of the page. We're going to keep following our original line with more and more lines until we completely fill out the area. Each line responds directly to the line that was before it. So any waves, crooks, and dips will be carried on throughout the rest of the piece. So every line is kind of communicating with the ones around it in a way. It's a ripple effect. Now that the loopy area is done, we've moved on to something different, which are these cute little squares and rectangles. As we move inward on these shapes, the dimensions of the squares and rectangles will be altered by what was before it. So they each have these nice little personal quirks, kind of like snowflakes. You might have seen my short where I colored in a piece like this with pink, orange, and yellow watercolor. I had a few requests to make a coloring page out of that, so that's what I'm making right now. You can download it on my site or get it printed on nice watercolor paper. It's in my bio. Back to tackling all the negative space we have left on this piece. We had been working inwards on the shapes, tracing the inlines and filling them in. We're now doing the opposite and moving around the outlines of the shapes to fill in all the blank space on the page. As we do this, from another perspective, we're now creating new shapes with their own inlines. And we can go about filling them in as we did the squares and rectangles before. Like this long loopy thing we've got going on, kinda looks like a tonsil, and a couple little triangles. Look how different the sides of the rectangle look in comparison to the top and bottoms. Kinda trippy.